Yo, what is going on, you slimy shuppet? Today we're playing some games with Zacian, Zamazenta, Bird Keeper. This is a Zacian deck that I was working on stream twitch.tv/AzulGG. Stream there pretty much daily, or I have been streaming there daily. Go check it out, twitch.tv/AzulGG. Yeah, I just wanted to try Bird Keeper. I was like, this has been really good with Jirachi and the decks that I've been playing it with. I want to keep trying it with Jirachi decks. I was like, what could be potentially the best deck that plays Jirachi? I was like, what about just some Zacian deck? And it's got a lot of Zacians. Got 4 Zacians. Going to start Zacian in a lot of matchups. Then it was also like, how are we beating this stuff like Eternatus, Centiskorch? So there's 3 Zamazenta in here against stuff like Eternatus, Centiskorch. We actually don't set up any Zacians, and we just set up a bunch of Zamazentas and go in with the Assault Tackle. Sometimes we have to put one Zacian in play early on to use Intrepid Sword to actually get cards to be able to play the game. But once we get past that point, no more Zacians make their way in play. 1 Crobat, 1 Eldegoss for some other draw support from 2 prize Pokemon, because we don't want to be dead drawn, or late game boss, mid game at Mallow Lana against specific decks. Definitely worth getting. And yeah, that's basically the deck. Got 4 Cape in here. Our plan against ADP Zacian is just put Capes on Zacians, make it so their Zacians can't KO my Zacians, and win the game through that. We got the Rowlet in here because we do play 4 Bird Keeper. So, let's say we're up against Eternatus and they hit us with a Crobat. We hit them back with 130 damage and they can make its way to the bench. Later on in the game, we can Bird Keeper into the Rowlet, snipe that Crobat. There's been a lot of situations where the Rowlet has come in clutch and has been able to clean up knockouts. So Rowlet is our MVP. And then Tool Scrapper, Reset Stamp, just one of item cards that are really good right now. Like I said, you got the 4 Cape, 4 Marnie, 4 Bird Keeper as our draw supporters. No research in the deck at all. 0 research. 2 Mallow and Lana, because healing is really good, especially against Eternatus, actually, because they can fight pretty well against the Zamazentas, especially depending on what build they're playing. If they got a lot of Spiritomb, a lot of Hoopas, whatever. Got some stuff that can hit Zamazenta pretty consistently. Crobats can always hit Zamazenta. Nice to be able to heal the Zamazentas up at the Mallow and Lana. 3 boss. Dust effects are good. I got a Marshadow in here because we only have the Viridian Forest as a stadium card. I was like, I kind of want another way to get rid of stadiums. Marshadow, pretty cool because you can quick ball for it. Oranguru because it's really good with Zacian, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. That is the list. Let's go ahead. Let's play some games with Zacian and Bird Keeper. All right, getting into our first one here. We did win the coin flip. We will go first. Let's see what we got. Zacian start. We got some energy, some capes to work with as well. The Crobat if we need it. I don't want to put Crobat in play if we don't have to, but if we need it next turn, I might. Let's see what we're up against though. Looks, I see water energy, I see speed lightning. So I have no idea. The water energy is throwing me. I think it might be ADP Vikavolt. I think it's ADP Vikavolt. We'll see here though. Whoa, another Metal Saucer. Okay, then there's this guy. This Tabaco, Food Treat, Allure. No idea what that means. And a little bit awkward. Get rid of a cape. Gonna grab the Oranguru, put the energy on top, and then just Intrepid Sword. I think just go for the Intrepid Sword from there. Yep, there we go. 2 energies, pretty good. Rest of the hand, pretty good. Another Zacian to work with. We got the Ball, so we can KO anything we want or hit anything we want off our opponent's bench next turn. Crobat to look for more cards. Double Saucer is a little bit. Those are a little slow in the hand, but that's fine. We'll be all right. The main thing we really need to find with this deck to get this deck online, truly online, is that Jirachi, because our Bird Keepers let us switch to the bench, but it'd be much better to switch to the bench when we're going to be able to switch to the bench and then use Stellar Wish. And then it also kind of works as like a pivot into resetting Brave Blade. We don't have that set up yet. It is a ADP deck. We saw that water energy, we saw the speed lightning. I was like, I think this might be ADP lightning dudes. I don't know what specific lightning dudes they'll be playing. I assume Tapu Koko V is part of it, but I guess it could not be. And it's also possible that it has Rainbow Brush in there, so they can actually use turn 1 Altered Creation. So let's see if that happens as well. That's something that might happen as well as turn 1 Alter. I'm not looking forward to that yet. Turn 1 Altered Creation could also be something that happens here. We'll see. There was the Crobat. Here comes a Stellar Wish. Is it for a Rainbow Brush? Nope. Alright, so maybe turn 1 Alter Creation is not something we have to be scared of. Retreat to the Coco. And pass? We're going to bring up the ADP and punch it. We're definitely bringing up ADP and punching it. Alright, bring up ADP. I think my bench, and I'm actually going to use the Crobat here. I would like an energy to attach to my ADP. Switches, not quite the same thing, but I will save myself a switch. If they do Marnie me, I'd like a switch to be able to reset this guy. And another Zacian. All right, Brave Blade. If we have to go switch, that would be fine. Maybe we'd actually even choose to go Mallow Lana switch, but I kind of expect us to play Tapu Koko V, so with item lock being a thing, I'd probably want to go switch with the possibility of item lock being a thing. I guess it isn't guaranteed. I don't know for sure what my opponent's got going on, but the possibility of item lock seems high in a deck like this, so that makes most sense to me. You use the Alter Creation GX attack, then you hit for plus 30 with the Vikavolt thing, the Vikavolt item lock attack. You're like 1-hit KOing Jirachi's, it's much easier to KO stuff like Zacian's with your second attack. So the item lock becomes that much more powerful. Alright, switch. So I will be playing around that. Alright, and then I'm gonna Primate Wisdom the switch again. Out of Jirachi. I guess I could have Primate Wisdom the switch first. It's fine. Yeah, I'll bench the Jirachi here. I could have had a Stellar Wish to work with. Don't talk about it. Definitely should have Primate Wisdom first. Switch never changes what I'm Primate Wisdoming, so I should have Primate Wisdom first. Boom. Would have gotten a Jirachi, and then would have been able to switch in Jirachi Stellar Wish. Maybe I get a Bird Keeper, save the switch, use the Bird Keeper, draw some cards. My turn could have been so much different had I simply Primate Wisdom first. Because there was no reason not to. Alright, there's a... Okay, so there's a Tapu Koko V. That'll be pretty good, actually, for my opponent. So they're hitting for 230. So they double E-Power, they knock me out. Tool Scrapper also knocks me out. That's 3 prize cards. We do have double Saucer, so we're in a good spot to respond to that. That's kind of cool. I kind of like what they got going on here with that guy. I don't hate it for sure. Vikavolt is what I thought they'd be playing. Maybe it sounded a little bit cooler in my head as well, but I don't know, it's not bad yet. We'll see. Discarding a lot of things. Great Catcher going down, doesn't really matter. We don't play any GX Pokemon. They play a lot of shit in it, so it is a tag call engine, I would assume. They got Mallow Lana, Caitlyn, and you sometimes, yeah, there's the tag call. I was like, all right, I think there was. Sometimes you play what's it called without tag call. You play Mallow Lana without tag call, but you almost never see Caitlyn and Cynthia unless there's tag call in the deck. The supporters, Caitlyn and Cynthia is not that great, is the main reason. Caitlyn and Cynthia is just not that great. It's like okay. Yeah, Caitlyn Cynthia is very okay. But the reason you play it, if you play tag call, is because if you all you need is a draw supporter for the turn, or if that's all you have is a tag call and you want to draw supporter, you just can play the tag call, get the draw supporter, and so on. All right, pass from our opponent. I was like, but we're good. Can we get a knockout this turn? Could theoretically get a knockout. Gonna Primate Wisdom the Metal, because if we whiff a switch card here. And no switch card. So I could hard retreat. That doesn't seem worth it. I'm going to put this here, attach this here, and then just Intrepid Sword. Get another energy. But our opponent can win in 2 attacks. They can go Koko KO into Koko KO. But that would be... Oh, that'd be a lot for them to have, I think. Yeah, I don't see how they're going to get that. That'd be tough for them to have. I think, well, I guess it's possible. If they play Turbo Patch... We haven't seen any of that yet, but if they do play Turbo Patch, I guess I could see it working out for them. If they play Turbo Patch, they already commit their energy here though. So Thunder Mountain, there has to be Thunder Mountain is probably priced for them. Nope, there it is. So they could have put the energy over here, and then put Thunder Mountain and play an attack with this one, which makes a lot more sense in the grand scheme of things. But I guess always punished here as they find the Thunder Mountain off of the Stellar Wish. And we got punished too for our misplay on our turn with the Primate Wisdom. Put the switch on top. We immediately found a Jirachi, which would have been great to have switched into instead of this other Zacian. So a little bit of questionable play on both sides. There is a Volcaner, so they can attack with this Tapu Koko V next turn. They can go Thunder Mountain. They'll be behind on prizes plus attached. That means they can use Thunder's Bolt. That means they could win next turn. We can't let that happen. So we want our Tool Scrapper or Reset Stamp. Yeah, we need Reset Stamp here for sure. That's the big thing we need here is Reset Stamp. All right, there's a Marnie. A Marnie is also not bad. I'm gonna bench Jirachi, play Marnie. Cape is okay. Reset Stamp would be great, though. One less card could be the difference maker. Ooh. Gotta switch so we can dig one time further with Jirachi here. Gonna go with we have a switch in hand, which we're gonna have to use. We have a Bird Keeper in hand. Go with the Marnie, I guess. Maybe the Mallow Lana. Let's go with the Mallow Lana actually, because we gotta make sure we can reset the Zacian. So I won't want to. Because it doesn't really matter that much. All right, attach. Attach the cape here just in case. Switch. I still can Primate Wisdom. Gonna put the Bird Keeper on top. Another Zacian. Just gonna put a cape here. Why not? And Brave Blade knockout. If our opponent does get a double E power. Yeah, I believe they got 2 E power left. They get double E power or Tool Scrapper. There was our Tool Scrapper. Or Tool Scrapper. And Thunder Mountain and Energy. They actually win the game. This turned around really quickly when I whiffed that switch on the last turn. Yeah, everything changed quite dramatically. And now we're in. I kind of feel like we're in trouble. I could be wrong. I mean, they just need what? What do I say they need? Thunder Mountain, double E power. There's a research that they can't bosses orders my Crobat. That's the other thing to be scared of. Crobat's got 230 HP, which they already do. So if they just had Energy plus Thunder Mountain plus boss, Crobat would go down and I would lose. There's a Thunder Mountain. They got the Energy. They needed double E power or Tool Scrapper, and they will knock out my Zacian. I think they have 2 E power left as well. They got 2 E power left. Oh, it's doable. That's a boss. That is not what they need this turn. We have win set up on our next turn. We can KO anything that they have in play. Just in your top deck, the Bird Keeper. Use the Bird Keeper. Go to Jirachi. Retreat back into the Jirachi and then knock out. But there is an ADP they can send into their active and stall with. This is now all of a sudden not very good for us. That is not good. All right. Can't get around that. How many switch do I have left? 1 switch left. We can Tool Scrapper. So we can Tool Scrapper though away. Let's get rid of these 2. We have the Marshadow to bump the stadium. Okay. I think we should Bird Keeper first into the Jirachi. I'm still feeling fine because we got the Tool Scrapper, because we had the Tool Scrapper. Stellar Wish, looking for that Reset Stamp. There's the switch. We could Stellar Wish again, which I think is what I'm going to go for here again. We're going to Stellar Wish again, look for the Reset Stamp. I won't have it for the following turn, but that's fine. We'll have like a Mallow Lana or a Bird Keeper, ideally. We did whiff. What do we have in our discard pile? 3 metal. I want to keep this bench space open for Eldegoss. I'm going to take the Quick Ball, I guess. I don't know. Seems fine. Good Quick Ball for Eldegoss for Marnie, but doesn't seem that. We know they have the boss in hand. I think that's fine if they have the boss in hand. Switch. Gonna hide the Quick Ball on top. Thinking about using the Saucer. I could have Saucered here, actually, is where I probably should have Saucered to this Zacian. Put the Escape Board down here. And just go ahead, Brave Blade, hit for 230. Back over to our opponent. Do they have... I mean, Tool Scrapper would do it. Also, if they can move the ADP, attach... Oh, but they would need another energy at this point. We got rid of their counter game. They maybe played 2. We got rid of their Thunder Mountain. Got rid of the Thunder Mountain. Their Cocoa Prism's gone. They have a full bench, even if they had Cocoa Prism left in the deck. I don't think they play Scoop Up Net. We haven't seen a single one yet. There's a Mallow Lana, so they can heal the ADP. But we can easily get a, what's it called, on our next turn. I guess what could happen here is they could stamp us to 1, and that's not it. So I'm going to go ahead, Quick Ball. I guess I could have just used the Mallow Lana. Quick Ball for the Eldegoss. Eldegoss into the Bird Keeper. Reset our attack, and then knock out this ADP. They did not get their switch card, which is what they needed, and we get a first dub here over our opponent's very interesting ADP Coco deck. I thought it would be ADP Vikavolt, was so far from it, but that was a close game. We had that one whiffed switch card in the middle of the game, and then from there it almost fell apart. All right, into another one, and we did win the coin flip again, so we will be going first. No basics in the initial hand, that's fine. Let's see what we are up against here. Eternatus sleeves and deck box. Is it Eternatus? I guess we'll have to find out. I'll open Zamazenta. I'm fine with opening Zamazenta usually. Usually doesn't feel too risky or too bad. Well, I mean, I want to set up a Zacian, especially not knowing what we're up against. Zacian is the way to go. Going to Primate Wisdom the Metal Energy and then Intrepid Sword. And not knowing what we're up against, Zacian is just kind of the way to go. Depending on what we are actually playing up against, Zamazenta might be a little bit better, but we'll have to kind of wait and see as to what we're actually playing up against here. Crobat in the active. A lot of decks play one Crobat. Only really one deck plays 4 Crobat, so that makes them way more likely to open up with the Crobat. So it's very well could be Eternatus. Hey, it is Eternatus. So didn't really want to set up Zacian here. Had I known it was Eternatus for sure, I wouldn't have set up Zacian because we just want to go 3 Zamazenta. But 2 Zam, 1 Zacian isn't that big of a difference. So we should still be fine with I'll bench this Zam, play the Marnie. We won't bench any more Zacians until we feel like we have to. Sometimes we still got to put them in play because that extra damage from Brave Blade versus, you know, attacking with the Assault Tackle is a pretty big difference sometimes. So there's a Marnie, so we're going to lose our Zam. Fine, we'll find him later. 1 Zam goes a long ways in this matchup, so... Ooh. Alright, this hand is very mediocre. Very not good. So what our top deck is. Switch. Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind getting off some decent Stellar Wishing here. Bird Keeper. Alright, we can switch back into the Zam and just kind of leave that in the active as our wall for right now, which I am definitely fine with. Primate Wisdom away a Metal. Viridian Forest gonna attach to the active. I'm not gonna put Viridian Forest in play because it could help my opponent, even if it could mean I could Metal Saucer onto my Zacian. I'm not too concerned with Metal Saucering onto my Zacian right now, so we're just gonna go like that. And our hand has become okay. We don't have a draw supporter. Another Bird Keeper off this Intrepid Sword would have been great. Still top deck one. All right, their turn just is set up. Our Zacian can be knocked out by it. Nothing stopping that. They do play Scoop Up Net, so they probably play Yveltal GX. That's definitely something to take away from noticing that they play the Scoop Up Net. They probably play Yveltal GX. Almost for certain play Yveltal GX. So gotta deal with that guy now. I'm gonna switch into the Jirachi again. Stellar Wish. Look for... It's another Bird Keeper, I guess. Another Bird Keeper take here. Throw a Cape on my Zamazenta, Jirachi, and I'll Bird Keeper back into the Zamazenta. Once again, kind of using it as a wall here. Attach another Zam, another Cape, using the Primate Wisdom, and then Intrepid Sword. Yeah. Kind of just using it as a wall. They can't hit it with the VMAX. If they want to hit it for 30 damage with the Power Accelerator, I'm kind of fine with that. If they want to, they don't even have an energy on a Crobat yet. So if they want to go with those Venomous Fangs, also kind of fine with that. Not really too bothered by that at all. Here we go. Venomous Fangs is being set up. So an energy top deck from us would be super good here. Here comes another Zigzagoon ping, which we can heal off with Mallow Lana. As soon as next turn we could heal off these 2 pings. Like I said, our opponent probably plays Yveltal GX. Marnie me. Primate Wisdom in... Just put a Zam on top. I'll just keep the hand the way it is, really. There's a switch. I could switch once again. I don't think I'm going to here. I think I'm just going to Intrepid Sword. Draw some cards. We just need energy here at this point. That's one card I think I might add another to the deck of. Is actually +1 Metal Energy. It does feel like that is something I have been struggling to find with this deck at times, is just Metal Energy at times. So, all right, Crobat's coming in hot. What do they got here? Capture Energy. All right, can find themselves another basic. And the Crobat is going to start swinging. Like I said, we do have that Mallow and Lana, and we do play 2 of them. I think we discarded 1 on turn 1, though, yeah. We have Eldegoss to get it back if we really want to. So we're going to go up to 100. Got a Mallow and Lana here. We do play a Viridian Forest, so we can recover or can find a way to get energy. There's an energy, finally. All right, Mallow and Lana. Get rid of these 2 guys. They should be pretty much useless at this point. We also get to discard the Capture Energy, which is really good. This guy's actually hitting us really hard right now. All right, Stellar Wish, hopefully Escape Board. Not, oh, almost said not Escape Board, but I didn't go all the way to the right. Throw down the Escape Board. Primate Wisdom, the boss. I think it's probably the best card to save for later here. There's a Saucer for later. Switch, and the Zamazentas get rolling. Assault Tackle 130, and we will get rid of that capture energy. And now if they want to retreat the Crobat, they lose all the energy that was on it. So, I mean, they're going to definitely want to switch here. Okay, Air Balloon also works. Oh, no. All right, I guess they're fine with hard retreating their Crobat. That's not very good to hard retreat the Crobat here, though, because you probably want to pull off another Venomous Fangs. Oh, they're just going to... They have the Venomous Fangs ready to go. All right, all right. Never mind. My bad. Let's see, how many Bird Keeper do we have left? 2. We have the Boss top deck, so we could bot. We just probably want to KO this Crobat. I probably won't even switch. I could switch and remove this poison damage. Maybe I do. How much is this guy going to hit us for? A lot, right? A lot, yeah. I think I'm going to switch and heal that poison damage. It also lets me, like, search for a Bird Keeper or something. Something nice. There we go. Bird Keeper. This is kind of my favorite plays with the Bird Keeper. Now we can retreat to this Jirachi, Stellar Wish again, get another good card, like, not great. Just get Tool Scrapper for right now. Then we get to use Bird Keeper. I mean, so we got, like, +1 Stellar Wish, which is great. Then we get +3 cards to look at, which is also great. With the Primate Wisdom, Metal Saucer, so if they Marnie us, we draw into a Metal Saucer. Get a Viridian Forest, we can put that Viridian Forest in play. I don't know if I should have done that, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, eh. Right as I did, I was like, well, they haven't really been drawing a ton of cards lately. I do want to attach energy to my guys, but how badly do I want to attach energy to my guys? And Assault Tackle, knock out the Crobat. Yeah, how badly do I actually want to attach energy to my guys to give my opponent access to a Viridian Forest? Not that bad, I don't think. Not that badly. I probably shouldn't give my opponent Viridian Forest, because they have to find energy too, which is something they've been struggling with. Or they, I guess maybe that's all they've had, actually, as they attach another energy from the hand. All right, maybe that's literally all they've had is energy. Here comes the Evil Admonition. We're almost knocked out here. Finally, they're getting through our first Zamazenta. Put the Metal Saucer back on top, I think, again. I could Tool Scrapper the Air Balloon, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to Tool Scrapper the Air Balloon until they put, like, another one in play. I don't know. I don't feel like it doesn't feel like that much value comes out of scrapping that Air Balloon there. It seems like very little changes if I scrapper that Air Balloon there. So I don't really want to scrapper it. I'm going to kind of wait, I think. All right, we got 3 prize cards left. So we can, like, 2-hit KO this guy, or, I don't know. There we go. Quick ball from our opponent. Grab themselves a fresh Crobat. More cards. Yeah, I don't know. We can 2-hit KO this guy, or knock out a Zigzagoon and then knock out a Crobat with a Zacian. How many Marnie do they have left? Maybe 2 Marnie. There's a Scoop Up Net. Oh, this could get... Alright, they're going after the bench one. I was like, this could get dangerous. They could, like, ping this guy twice and then have, like, a dangerous drill, get rid of my Cape or something. They do not have that, thankfully. Nope, not at all. And we're still chilling. I mean, this is 2 hits from being knocked out, my Zamazenta, so they could just, like, Power Accelerator twice, but I can just, like, switch into... Nothing stopping me from attacking with the Zacian. I just go attach, switch, and Zacian, knock this out, and I have to knock out a Zigzagoon to close out the game. There is a Marnie. My hand was really big and really good. It's gonna be a little bit less big, a little bit less good, but still decent. Yeah, they're going with the Power Accelerator play. I think that means I should just hard retreat this guy, knock out this Eternatus, with the Zacian, just be aggressive here. Yeah, and really kind of put it to my opponent. Yeah, I mean, we got the boss for next turn, so I don't see why not throw this down here. Hard retreat over here. Attach up here. Play some. I'll play 2 saucers here. We can play saucer here and here. This is still a decent dude to have set up. Primate Wisdom the boss, because that's just what we need to win the game. As long as the Zigzagoon stays in play, I guess it is possible. Zigzagoon will leave play. They could Scoop Up Net both still. No, only 1 net left. All right. Zigzagoons will be sticking around. I guess if they have the, if they're playing, some people are playing Devolution Spray Z in here, they can pick up this Eternatus VMAX. So they could, like, bench some more bigger dudes and then do that. I think that's pretty unlikely to happen. Here comes the Reset Stamp. Gonna lose the boss top deck. And now this guy is set up to try and deal with my Zamazenta, but they still need 2 more pings to do it. They still need 2 more pings. How many? We have 2 saucer left, so we can still set up a Zacian out of nowhere to 1-hit KO the Yveltal. Hopefully we just get a boss's orders. Hopefully we top deck boss and then don't have to worry about it. Here comes that Zigzagoon ping I was talking about. They still have to get through 2 of them. They still got to draw 6 prize cards. Here comes their first 2 prize cards. Then they're going to plan to GX attack this with the Yveltal. So Mallow Lana here would be pretty good. I don't think I can pull that off with the current, how many cards I have in my hand. Because even if I guess I could. I'd have to top deck Eldegoss, which I did not. But do we have a boss in here? We do not. Okay, like a quick ball for Eldegoss. Not gonna happen. All right, we are going to wish for a boss. There we go. All right, so we got the boss, and now we just KO Zigzagoon. Now we just KO Zigzagoon, and the game is over. That is it. And that's gonna do it for these games with the Bird Keeper Zacian Zamazenta deck. Yeah, 4 Zacians, 3 Zamazenta. Zam's just really good in a decent amount of matchups right now and can be your only attacker you need. So heavy on the Zams in this build. Bird Keeper Jirachi is super fun. I'm not sure actually how good it is. Research is still, of course, a great card that we don't play, but definitely worth trying out. Definitely something different to play around with Zacian. So many decks with Zacian. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.